Who are you?
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner.
Cult Classics on ITV4.
Using an indicator as a lamp. Power output from the heated rear cable, heated rear switch. Off, lamp off. On. So I'm okay there. So heated rear output is okay. It almost completes the testing. Switch that off. Right, I've got the ends of the interior light harness. They were very bad, all green, all corroded, all oxidised. So I'm going into a light phosphoric acid now. It is just going to break down the green copper oxidisation and just clean the outer casings up. And I'll wash it down and then I'll thoroughly dry it. Don't worry, it's not going to do any damage, this, it'll be fine as long as you prepare it afterwards. It just speeds the process up and gets the connectors clean. They're already starting to, this copper's starting to come off there now, the green oxidisation. It means when I scrub these in a minute, it's just a lot easier to broke it all down. We're nearly there with this wiring harness now, everybody. Upside down scrubbing brush. Good for cleaning these connectors. Just go into there and then twist it round. Once you put your cleaning solution in there, you can use vinegar. I used an acid similar to vinegar. In you go, scrub, rub-a-dub-dub, and there you're clean. So I've done the lighting harness there now, wiring interior light harness. Just got these ones at the end to do there that connect to the lights, and then I'm going to go and put this contact cleaner on those connectors and hook it all up and see if it works. Interior lights, check. So that loom all sorted out now, sussed out, so we're done here now. Back up, we've now reached the bulkhead. So we're all done from that end. I'll wrap that up now. We'll basically take the light fittings off and we shall coil that up and then head towards cleaning this up. That's the job for tomorrow. You've got that harness there, front harness for lights, halogen lights, twin high beam conversion to do, and clean up the centre console, and that's it for the loom. That's the job for tomorrow. Okay, that's the end of this short introductory video to the harness work, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Over and out. It's the 11th of Jan 2014. Last night I finished off the rear harness. It's all rewrapped. Got the test sticker on there now, correct one. So that's looking original. Cleaned up all the rubbers. Tested the loom. So that's your back loom going to your back lights. I've bunched that up. There's your interior light switches and loom. That's cleaned up, all connected and cleaned and sealed with some nice silicone. Silicone, I say contact. What's it called? Contra lube. You can use Vaseline if you want as well. That works. That's petroleum jelly. You can also use that. Just keeps everything waterproof. This is going in the A-pillars. You can get water coming down them in extreme circumstances, although that wouldn't, hope that wouldn't happen on my car, but just for added measure they made them waterproof connectors because it's close to the outside world in those A-pillars. So they're done. So we've worked our way up back to the dash, and now we go through. We know the dash is done, so we carry on going. There's our fuse board where we left off on that area. So now down we go to the lighting circuit, following this trunk down now, which is the bay loom to the front for the lighting circuit. Headlamp relays here. And then here's your connectors now for your two lights. You've got a high beam lamp there, that's your full beam, that's your inner lamp on the Swampy, and the outer lamp is side light, earth, and main, just your driving lights, what you call dip beam. So dip beam there, high beam there. But what I want to do is I'm intending to fit a conversion on it just to get brighter lights. This connector will be used for dip, side light, and then main beam. So you'll have a main beam and dip unit lamp, as well as a main beam lamp here. So when you put high beam on, this lights up. This goes from dip, goes off dip and onto the high beam. So we change the bulb for a dual bulb, dual filament bulb, as opposed to the single filament bulb which goes in here. This has a single halogen lamp and then a separate side light bulb, the smaller type bulb. We're going to convert that to a slight mod. I've done it on my green car, as I said, and I like it. So the loom will be adapted to incorporate that by a separate wire to carry the current for the new high beam bulb. That will be going into a relay which will pick up its feed from the lighting fuse feed. So I'll be building that into the harness. Same applies at the other side. Again, you've got the same setup there, so we'll be incorporating a cable into here and rewrapping that. We'll be repairing these damaged cables by cutting and then splicing in new cable and fitting new plugs at the end there. That's what I'm on with now. I'm going to get the soldering iron out and get on with that. Welcome to the Mark III 5 3/4 headlamp scrapyard. Right, you just saw me working my way down the loom, and now I'm getting to the headlamp section. I want to work out how I'm going to play it. Here's a headlamp setup. This is what you get. Two of them. On the GXL you have halogen lamps, so they have a painted halogen logo on there. Here's a better example. That's actually a new unit. What happens is this. You put your main lights on, that light goes on a dipped beam. You switch, you toggle to high beam, this goes off, and then that high beam lamp comes on. That's how they're normally set up. On my green GXL I've got aftermarket lamps. This is a dual lamp on the green car, high beam and dip beam. So on dipped beam, that's off, this is on. Then when I toggle to high beam, this then goes to high beam and that comes on, so you get two high beam lamps, which is really good. The original standard setup, that doesn't happen. If I go out and buy new old stock lamps, I might get a good reflector and I might get a good front glass with Lucas logo on it, which is good, but I won't get the facility on the dip beam for it to flip to a high beam, so I'd be back to just single lamps. Don't want to do that, but I want to keep the setup looking original. So what I'm going to do, what I propose to do, is strip off the good glasses off the knackered reflectors, which I've got a lot of. That'll come out of there. I've opened that up. It will go. Have to wrap. Don't worry about that. It's not going to break. That halogen lettering's scratched. It's got to be refurbished. One good glass. Actually got as many glasses as I need here. They just need the logos painting on them, which can be done with a stencil. It can be. I propose to get a stencil made, shot blast it, etch it into the glass, and then put the paint in with the stencil. So the stencil will be used for two operations. Put it over, light sandblast as you would if you security etching the glass. Put it back over, then a decent paint and a lacquer on top. I'll remark the faded glasses. That'll then give me 4 good glasses. Then in the post will arrive a quad conversion kit, which comes with basically non-branded glass fronts, but good reflectors. So these good reflectors will arrive. I'll pull the glass off them, and then I'll have a decent reflector with the facility to have the H4 bulb in it, which is the dual bulb. So then we'll take those, fit the glasses that I've saved that have had the logos refitted on top, because we're going to break the seals here. We're going to use a croc sander and file the edge of the glass off, and then I'm going to use a glue to hold it on. I'm not going to have that on there. It's going to be waterproof, and it'll sit on there. So then you'll have a hybrid unit. It's already been done. I think Tony did it. Tony's, if you're on YouTube and you don't know, buy sell Cortina, that's the website that I'm a member of. Tony's a member on there as well. I think he did do this conversion up to that point, but I want to take it a step further. Take that'll now take the dual bulb. However, I'd like to fit these as you have the setup. Originally you have them on the back. A rubber donut goes over the back of this, slides on like that. So looking from behind the setup, you would have something like this, which looks nice and forward original. Okay, I want to replicate that effect. How to do it is this: the scrap units I've got over there, will donate these, where are we, over, I think I've already taken one off for the purposes of this demo. Just hold on a sec. In the other hand is the unit I was going to show you. On the back of that there, that metal bracket, it comes off. It will fit onto the back of the new light, the new non-standard light unit. Watch, hold on, I'm going to pause the video and pull it off. Hang on, pull it off. Yeah, pause the video, pull it off, then pull the light off. Hang on a minute. Just keeping that headlamp face up for now. I'll bubble wrap that in a minute. Right, that comes off. So what I do, get all these scrapper units all full of crap and the silver'd gone. Take the glasses off them and take the backing plates off them. So there's your backing plate. Then when your new silver, nice new silver bowls arrive, that'll take the H4 bulbs, you fit this on top of there. You then have to cut out that so that the bulb will protrude through. That'll sit on top of the new reflector, which then means you can fit your proper end cap like that. Now then, that's almost there, but these end caps are designed for only dip, side and earth. So there you've got dip, side and earth on the pins. It needs one extra pin. And what I propose to do is to get the harness, when I do the conversion, add an extra terminal into the harness, which will then meet with this. There's where it gets fun. We convert this now to 4 terminals. Get a spade out of a double-ended spade connector like that, bend it right angle. Then we're going to drill a little hole and we're going to screw this into the end of the cap. That'll make that a 4-pronged cap. So onto the back of the light with a 4-pronged cap. I want to bring the light over. So you'll have that on your new reflector. That'll have been cut out to take the H4 bulb. H4 bulb will then have 3 pins sticking off it. Your side light will then be around the edge here, half under the cover, because that's the way that they come. Separate wires would come up from the side light bulb and connect to the inside of this, which will have the extra pin. That then screws on the back. So you've got one plug connector for the whole unit. So from the rear it's going to look original. From the front it's going to look original because it's going to have the correct glass on it with the refurbished logo. And the only difference would be that the silver is not from a Lucas unit, but who's going to know about silver? Nobody. And the bulb angle's going to be, it might be coming forward a bit more, it might be coming back a bit less, I'm not quite sure. It shouldn't be, because the bulb mount will be in the correct position, because it's part of the backing assembly which has already been tested and set up in a factory somewhere, so you shouldn't be affecting the optics. The only difference perhaps would be that the lens here may not be correctly matched to the distance of that lamp with respect to the silver. Don't know, I doubt that would make any difference. So I'm thinking it's going to work. I hope you have followed that explanation. It's just my ideas at the moment. My ideas just come to me as I'm doing on other jobs, they just unfold, and from wiring up the harness over there I've gone off track and started trying to suss this out, because this is going to require some parts ordering, it's going to require forward thinking.